Hello and welcome to the podcast Love Yourself and Live Your Life. It's so wonderful you're here today. This podcast is for you and your personal growth and development. And with this podcast, I want to support you on your journey to more self-love and to more self-acceptance, because I really want you to live a more conscious and fulfilling life. My name is Jolante Kolleg and I am a mindful empowerment coach with the focus on self-love, because self-love is the basis for a happy and fulfilling life. This week's episode is for you if you experience regularly that people criticize you and it triggers something in you, it hurts your feelings, you get angry, you get upset, you doubt yourself. Or even the other way around, if you are someone who is criticizing others. I'm sharing with you background information, thoughts that may help you, that may support you, and as well to realize that criticism is actually something very positive. We can learn a lot from criticism. We can learn a lot about the other person and as well about ourselves if criticism hurts us. So I hope you will enjoy this week's episode. Most people really dislike criticism. They don't like to receive any negative feedback, and of course it is absolutely normal, because this is one of the biggest fears that we carry inside us. But I actually think criticism can be really very helpful for us. It can help us to learn so much about the other person, but at the same time also about ourselves. Let me give you a little example. So all feedback that you receive from someone else, whether it's a positive or whether it's a negative feedback, it never says anything about you. It always says something about the other person. It always says what the other person thinks. It shows what the other person believes. It shows the other person's fears. You can basically read the other person's mind. So I find this always so useful. By only listening to the person, if someone is criticizing me, to think, okay, that's very interesting. And if the criticism doesn't apply to me and I don't believe in this, there wouldn't be a reaction coming from my side. I would probably sit very calm and maybe even think, okay, that's very interesting what you think about me, but it's not what I think about myself. Because that's the other person's opinion, that's the other person's thoughts. So it always really gives so many information about the person. You can learn so much about the other person by listening to them and not taking the criticism personally, but by realizing that it's all says only about the person, unless it does hurt you, unless it triggers you and it causes something inside you that you react to the criticism, that you may even fight back, or you may even close yourself. You may be sad, it may hurt your feelings. Because if this is the case, and you then say, this person hurt my feelings, this person hurt my feelings because he or she criticized me, you can actually be even grateful to the person, if I may say it like that. The reason why is because the person triggered something inside you that most likely you think yourself negative of yourself. So what I mean is, if someone tells you you are not a clever person and it hurts your feelings, you get angry or sad or whatever, you fight back. The truth is, deep inside, that's exactly what you think about yourself. Deep inside, you believe and you think you are not clever. You are not a clever person. And the person just said it out loud. That's something that you probably kept thinking since young childhood. You kept carrying this thought inside you for so many years. And your inner critic is basically telling you this on a regular basis. So what the other person says hurts you only because it's the echo of your own inner critic. It's your own belief that you carry in yourself. So if you react to it because it hurts, or because you fight back, or you get angry, that's a reaction, and that's a proof for you to realize, okay, there is something a little bit deeper. Not this person is hurting my feelings, this person just only touched something inside me that I believe myself. So you could then ask yourself, what is it that I dislike on myself? What is it that I criticize on myself? And writing it all down for yourself, it's such a deep healing process. When you start doing this work, after a while, people can come back to you and they can start criticizing you. And you may just look at them and think, okay, that's interesting what you think about me. Okay, tell me a little bit more. But it will not bother you anymore, because you will then start not believing this anymore. So that's why I think it's so important to realize that criticism has nothing to do with you. It says only all the experiences, all the pain, all the story, all the thoughts, all the beliefs from the other person. Unless it hurts you, then it has a lot to do with you. It has got some very deep roots inside you that you could then actually be grateful to the person and start thinking, where is it coming from? What is it exactly that hurts me? And start healing from there. I had last year a very, very interesting experience with someone last summer who criticized me. And the next moment I had to leave the room, I started crying, and I knew that this person triggered something inside me that hurt my feelings. And at the end, I realized it was an old limiting belief, again, that I have been carrying for a long, long time, that just got activated by a simple situation. So the person's reaction, the way the person reacted, I realized that it all was showing their own fears. It was showing their own limiting beliefs and the way they are. And it didn't say anything about me, but it triggered something inside me that I could start healing, and I have started working on it. So I hope that this podcast episode helps you and helped you a little bit to understand a little bit about criticism, and even to embrace criticism and to be grateful sometimes about these situations of criticism. And from there to start working on your own beliefs, on your fears. What does it have to do with you? What is inside you that is just waiting to be healed? So yes, I'd love to hear from you if you would like to share with me your thoughts, your experiences, your fears, and maybe, anything that is happening to you in regards to criticism. Get in touch with me. We can maybe have a chat together. And I just like to hear from you. And I really hope that this podcast has helped you to come a little bit closer to this understanding. And if you are new to this podcast and you don't know me yet, you can find me on Instagram or on Facebook, Jolante Kolleg, and get in touch with me, connect with me, or you can contact me on my website, jolantekolleg.com. I always like to hear other people's stories and experiences and thoughts. It always makes me so happy to exchange with others. And if you don't know yet, I am currently running the Sunrise Club. The Sunrise Club is for people who want to start the day in a positive way, who want to do something empowering first thing in the morning. And in the Sunrise Club, we meditate together, we practice gratitude, we have usually a motivational, positive chat to begin the day with a smile and to start it really in a positive, empowering energy, so that every single day that you live is as you want to live until the end of your life. So get in touch with me if you want to join the Sunrise Club. I will be absolutely happy to see you then. And if you enjoyed this episode, I would be so happy if you could leave me a positive feedback and a thumbs up. And if you want to share it to other people around you, to your family, to your friends, then I would be most grateful to you. So thank you so much for listening to this podcast, and I hope to see you soon again. Take care, loads of love, your Jolante.